All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching my analysis on SAVA. I'm going to talk about this, the good, the bad, and the ugly, what I plan on doing this because I traded something very similar to this. Biotechs are very risky. They can do these moves. That's why I never like to invest in them. I like to just play it very simple. But the last one I did was CATX. We nailed this to the bottom perfectly. If you were in the day trading or in the Discord, you can see on the swing trade alerts, like we've nailed this thing literally to a bottom. And yeah, I got this thing in at cats at smaller size at 315, and then I accumulated the dips all through there. And this thing went all the way up to $4. Is Sava going to do something very similar after a big move up? The difference between these two, the reason why I'm not just jumping in to get into Sava is because one, look at the K value, it's 32.22. Of course, these lag, and it's gonna, it's gonna fluctuate in time because when there's a big move down, you can see it takes time for these EMAs too to correlate to where the algos want this to go to. So my main thing is we just left the EMAs, right? We just left this, so there is no time distance. And the reason why I took CAT-X is because look at this. You see how the EMAs are spread out? Reversion to the mean will happen. We hit this green band, we hugged it for 5 daily candles. We haven't hit the EMA 5 for some quite time, and this is why you get this nice big move up. This was a 53.5% move to that EMA 5. Whereas Sava, it's really hard to do that because we're not going to hit this EMA 5 right away. This is a 435% gain. It is not, I'm telling you, the chance of this just going up to hit the EMA 5 is so rare, right? It would have to have some major catalysts, and that would be practically gambling. So we want to play the dead cat bounce, right, on this. You can see on this 15-minute, like, man, it really sucks if you had Sava at $20 and now it just goes to $4. Like, that's the danger side of investing or buying biotechs. And also, you would have not have bought Sava. You would not have bought Sava if you had this analysis, if you had this system. Because you can see in price history, this is not a buy zone. This is just accumulation. This is big orders coming in. And like I said, this right here is a liquidity grab. Big money had to get out of it. So they pump it up. Retail traders think it's going to go up. And they know ahead of time about this news that was about to happen. They know about it. So they Alzheimer's drug fails to hit primary goal and pivotal study. So, the big money had to get out. So they pump this up. And that's what we call a liquidity grab. Retail traders buy it up, big money slowly gets out of it. And now we're finally in a buy zone. But this does not mean I get in right away, right? Because we don't have time distance and we're at one daily candle of hitting this. I've seen many times where this just keeps drifting down and down and down. Because if it was that easy, big drop down, everyone buys it and everyone makes money, right? This could be just the dead cat bounce it had, 370 to 450, and then it could go lower. I want to look at the prior chart of Sava. As you can see, when we hit the upper band, what happens? It cannot be sustained, right? When there's a gradual thing, it goes back down. Where is your reversions to the mean is the 5, the 10, and the 20. Where I like to go along with a trend strategy is buying on this EMA 20. That's where the trend tends to keep going up, right? That's where and then you could have a very tight risk versus reward down here. This was the last time Sava had a big move down. It went from around $19 to $8, and you can see it kind of just kept going up. But this right here was your dead cat bounce. Usually the first to second candle is your dead cat bounce. So we hit this ATR4, we come up right in here, and then you see how it drifts lower and lower. I want to see this kind of pattern. This does not mean it has to have this dead cat bounce right here, right? It could go down lower, and I've seen it not do a dead cat. So that's why it's really risky to trade the first down move. But as you can see, it goes lower and lower, and then we finally hit the short-term reversion of the mean. This candle makes a 17%. I'd be out of on this candle right here. I love making 10% returns. I get in, get out, play another stock, because the one thing that's for sure going to happen is reversions to the mean. That happens all the time. Everything you see price gets extended, that's where you get the big drops. When you see price go oversold, that's when you get the big move up. And this is where price moves in waves. And you can see from this low to this, that's 100% return. Obviously, we're not trying to predict those kind of moves. I'm trying to give you guys 10% winners. And I'm just looking at this. This is just absolutely beautiful. I do like Sava for one of, a lot of the reasons, because it does tend to reverse back up. Just looking at the previous chart, it does, but past performances doesn't have to be um, had to happen all the time, right? We've seen many times. So Sava, let's give this some time. In my opinion, if you want to play at the safest, yes, I could be totally wrong, and it could just pump and I lose out. Yes, that could be totally, a possibility. I want to give this some time. We're at right here. We're away from the EMAs, right? I want to see at least 7 daily candles not touching the CMA5. Usually, when you see a big drop like this, the time dis the time distance is longer. It's not going to touch this EMA5 very fast. You got to understand that. It's going to take some time. Look at a lot of the stocks that make these kind of moves with this system. It takes time. So with this system, like I said, you will win a lot of the times if you're patient. You don't have to get in a lot of plays. If you're like itching to get into play, I do day trades all the time. That keeps me into plays a lot, and I wait for swing trades to set up. When these kind of plays like this that are over a dollar and they set up like Cat X, I put big money in these plays. How convenient. We go down, we come back up to the green band, and we resist right there because that's a crucial level. It resists, and then it starts acting as resistance. That's the same thing for Sava probably. We're going to probably hit this green band and resist. There's just not much risk versus reward. 25% if it hits it right away, but if it don't, it can keep going down and down. Like I said though, if it was this easy, everyone will be buying the dip right here and make big money. A lot of retail traders are impatient. They buy this and then it keeps going down and lower and lower. So that's Sava for you. I'm going to wait this one out. It's going to be on my watch list. It's definitely one of the biggest moves down. I mean, holy crap, this thing got to a high of like 33 and now it's down to $4. That's the power of biotech. Always go to the profile, and if you see biotech and medical research, understand you're in probably one of the riskiest stocks out there. I've seen, you know, biotechs at $100 go to like $10. Like it happens all the time. So that's why if you are using this system, just don't buy it when it's at the EMAs. That's where all the big news heads. How convenient. We go to the EMA 20. Where do they release the results? At the EMA 20. And I'm telling you, every time I see this, one of the biggest biotechs I traded was APLS. I traded this thing and made massive money because it was a bigger cap. But look at this. This is the kind of the dangers you got to be aware of. Where did they release the bad news? EMA 20. This thing went from $86. I mean, look at this big, massive drop. And guess what? People who bought this first drop, guess what? It kept going down and down. That's what you could see. But we are going to get that reversion mean. If you waited this 7 daily candles, let the sellers die out. And then guess what? You start to see these reversions to the mean. This right here is a nice gain to this EMA 5. Then you wait it out again. And then you get this massive reversion to the mean. And since this is a bigger cap stock, it's stronger fundamentally. Look at this, $19 and goes all the way up to 73. That's what I want to see with Sava. Not that extreme, but I want the sellers to be worn out. I want the retail traders to get early, and I'm going to buy it when it's extremely depressed. I'm going to wait 7 daily candles because I know this thing is not going to hit the EMA 5 in 7 daily candles unless some news comes out and they have a nice, good catalyst, then sure. But as of now, it's going to take some time. The K is at 32. It's way overextended for me. I'm looking at under 10 at least. If you guys want to join the Discord, this is the time to do it. I'm telling you, I have one of the best systems out there for finding bottom reversals. I do not ever get into these extremely bad news. A lot of these times, like I said, do the back test. They release it on the EMAs all the time. These bad news are on the EMAs. So when you're doing trend reversals, we look for these kind of patterns. We want to look for, are we at this green band? How much time distance do we have? Do we have a low K value? What is our risk versus reward to that EMA 5? If it's only like 5% to the EMA 5, then it's not worth it. Obviously, I mean, this is a 450% mid to the EMA 5. So yeah, it's looking good, but it's going to fluctuate down fast, this EMA 5. So if you guys do enjoy this, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description will say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do is head on over to Day Trade Alerts. It will give you an opportunity to subscribe, and for only $12 a month, you get access to the best system for doing day trades and swing trades for an all-time low cost of $12 a month. The difference about this and other Discords is that I teach you guys how to trade, right? This is not supposed to be a single Discord where I say, buy Sava at $4.70, and then I keep giving up, which I do. I do tell you guys because if you guys were in my plays, I got CADX at the very bottom. I shorted MRST, what is it? MSTR. I shorted MicroStrategy at the very top. How convenient. We hit this upper band. We had time distance. Where does price go? It goes down to the CMA 10. Where does price bounce? It bounces on the EMA 10. So it's like, so when you see this a lot, you will be, really, really intelligent into how to do reversions to the mean. And that's really the point of this Discord, is to teach you guys how I'm doing it. SAVA is not a buy for me yet. I know it's down a lot. A lot of people are going to say it's a buy. Not for me in my system. I'm going to find a better stock that has all this criteria I want, because I'm not trying to rush into trading, guys. It sucks to lose. I don't want you guys to lose. So if you hit day trade alerts, you get access to the system, or hit server shop in the top left. You'll see the 2 memberships. Day and Swing Trading Plus, I recommend. Swing trades, I'm very, very picky. This is a swing trade that I just discussed, but I try to get at least 2 a week. If you guys want more trades, do the day trades with me. I love doing futures. I love doing options. For 12 bucks a month, I put all my trades in here. And then we also have a day trade chat where we discuss everything. I think you guys are going to like it. Hit the like button if you like this video. I'll try to find you guys some more bottom reversals and make you guys some money. If you guys are following me on YouTube, I appreciate it. Subscribe and comment what you guys want me to do a review on. And happy trading, guys. Hope to see you in the Discord. Peace out.